Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be starting my teapot series. We're going to start talking about how to start your teapot, how to grow your energy and your levels to the max level, and we are going to kind of go over some tricks on the way. We're going to go to Catherine first. You should be doing your daily expeditions. This gives you free resources. It depends on what your needs are, but I feel like getting ore is the best value. If you send your characters for the max amount of time, you get the Mystic Enhancement ores, which help with your mining. And there are 3 locations. There's 2 in Mondstadt and 1 in Leeway. So now we are in Leeway near the Langshu Inn because I know there are silk flowers over here. There are, I believe, a few materials where you can make furniture items. That includes the silk flowers, so they're going to be in the bushes right here. And these create fabrics for the teapot. For the silk flowers that we collected in Leeway, those are the only materials that can make fabric, and there are a limited amount in your world, so if you have time, just try to collect them every day or as often as you want. I haven't collected them in a while, so I have a feeling I will need to be collecting some because fabric is a pretty important recipe in furniture makings. On the screen, I'm going to include the recipes for the other materials, which are dyes. There is a red dye, a yellow dye, and a blue dye. So before I actually get into the teapot, we're going to go over here to the Sumeru reputation because it is super important to know that at reputation level 3, you will get a boon of the Elder Tree. This gadget has actually been improved recently and it allows you to collect wood. With farming wood, I came to this area. We're going to showcase actually how to obtain wood if you weren't sure. You have to hit the tree 3 times and it only drops 3. So if you keep hitting, no more wood's gonna come. Instead of hitting so much, we can just go here, press our gadget, and we get all the wood in the area, and it's on a pretty low cooldown. So it's really helpful. You can just run through and pretty much press the device on cooldown and get a bunch of wood. And this is really nice for collecting wood and having that resource available when you eventually have to go farm wood. I'm actually going to open up the Teyvat interactive map. This is something I think I've referenced before, but this is a way to see wood. So what I usually do is I open up domains and teleport. I have used it several different times, but I personally don't have an iron chunk and a white chunk routine or place. I feel like there's so many, so I just wanted to show on the interactive map how to assess it. And this will show for each region where these ore are. It might have a picture. Usually the ore doesn't really have pictures, but some people do contribute pictures to the map. And so this also works with trees and the wood. So you can see the list of woods here, and we can just click them, click 3 different options. We can see that, oh, this is Inazuma wood, this is wood in Leeway, and wood in Mondstadt in Leeway. So we can see the different areas that it is. Let's click on it and see if there's a picture. Oh wait, no, it doesn't look like there are pictures associated with the wood. Oh wait, there's one right here. Yeah, so some of them will include pictures with the tree and the location of them, but you pretty much shouldn't have much difficulty finding the trees, and with the map it helps you out so much. This is a really good tool to utilize because it shows you pretty much everything in the game. Like, this is by hoyovers in Genshin, so I feel like this is the most accurate map to go off of, and I will include that in my description. But yeah, this is a super helpful one. Also, if you are wanting to go by nation, saying you want to get maybe some ore in the underground mines, let's go there. Just because that's a great place to get ore. You can just turn on your teleporters here and they will eventually line up, and we're going to see where the white iron chunks are and the... Okay, for some reason this is not loading, so... Okay, we had to exit and come back, but yeah, you can find all sorts of locations here. I just wanted to show that it does show on different maps in Ganomia, and when you click on the map, it shows you how much of each material are in that world. So as you can see, there's not a lot of wood, there's not a lot of trees in Ganomia, but it does have what you should have in your world if no one else has claimed it, or just those certain items. So I feel like this is a really good resource to help you with your obtaining of certain materials. And say we want to go to Sumeru, we just click it again. It brings us back into focus on Sumeru. And this is also how you can do radiant chests, remarkable chests, my bad. But this is actually how I started to remarkable chest farm. I believe I did it in Inazuma, so let me go there. And yeah, as you can see, I started to farm the chests here. And these chests actually do have some pictures. This actual area is so confusing, so I don't recommend starting remarkable chest hunting here, because there are certain days where it like spawns, like here it says spawns on day 3. So this was super confusing, but you can just go to any region and yeah, you can look for remarkable chests, you can look for ore that it has, so I think that's really nice, as well as wood along the way. So if you're exploring and then you're like, hey, I want to grab some wood, I know I need this, then this is a great tool to use. Okay, now we are going to go into our teapot. You can use the gadget to teleport in and out of your teapot. It brings you here, but it also brings you back to where you teleported from if you decide to leave that way. So it's really nice. First thing we're going to go over is Gust of a Realm. This is like your co-op of your teapot. I generally keep mine on allow direct join because someone might need to buy something in my teapot and I'm not here. You can always access my teapot even if I'm offline, but this is how you reject join or join after approval. I'm pretty sure this is what you're defaulted on, join after approval, but I always keep direct join on because I do not really care about anyone coming into my teapot because I'm hardly in my teapot at the moment. The sole reason for your teapot is kind of to make it what you want it to be. It can be a place where you just farm friendship EXP, where you get materials each week, and you also can go into design. We're going to go into the trust rank option. This is where you'll collect your coins in this jar of riches. This shows you the accumulation rate, how much storage it has. And this is where you collect your friendship EXP. This also shows you your accumulation rate and your current storage capacity. Right now I am maxed out and all of my characters are out that I can have. So if you have ever looked at this might seem confusing and a little bit intimidating to look at, but it is actually just saying how much furniture you have in your world. Because every furniture has an adeptal energy attached to it. That's either 30, 60, or 90. And so having adeptal energy pieces just means you have furniture in your world. I'm not sure if you've heard of the term farming teapot, but that's basically what this is. This isn't really meant to be a design teapot, just how I did when I first got started. So yeah, as you can see, there's like 3680 adeptal energy in this island alone. If I put a item in here, click confirm, the adeptal energy on the top right goes up to 3770. So that's like a way to kind of see like, oh, wait, this is how it's going. So how I started off, I literally just started putting furniture everywhere. The reason I recommend you use it as a farming teapot is because once you craft the furniture, even though you can have multiple of the same furnitures to give you adeptal energy, the fastest way is to just start creating furniture that you've never created for, because it gives you points to help build up your teapot to level 10. I think once you've hit level 10 on your teapot, you really don't have to worry about your creating new ones, because you just want to make sure that you get your adaptable energy to 20,000. So I have 3,000 here, 4,000 at this place, 4,000 here, 2,000 here. You can also get your adaptable energy up by go inside of your mansion as well. So here is switch the realm styles. This I believe is, now I cannot say exactly how I got these others, if they were unlocked through me leveling or if I bought them. I know I've bought the last 3. This one is for Sumeru, Fontaine, and Natlan. They're really gorgeous places, and they're places that you can start creating your worlds in after you use your farming teapot. As you can see, I still have yet to unlock this one because I have not maxed out my level in my Sakura tree. So here we're going to go into the realm depot. My depot may look different from yours because as you level up, more treasures will be unlocked and you get more rewards. This I think is the main reason that people level up their teapot, so they can get their 20 bucks a week, artifact, EXP, Mora, enhancement ore. There's also fabric, but I highly don't recommend you use your coins on fabric because it can be easily made with silk flowers. And these are furnishings. These are additional furnishings you can add. I don't recommend you buy these when you first start off because they don't really help you level up your teapot because you buy them. So if you buy 20 of these, it's not going to help your teapot trust rank go up. But we're actually going to buy this vial of adaptal speed. And we get 10 a day, but I think you start off at 5, and I recommend buying them every single day until you max out on them so you can just create a lot of furnishings at one time. I haven't done that. I did that at one point when I was really working on my trust rank, but since I'm not doing that anymore, I haven't been doing that. Furnishing blueprints are the area where we buy out our items. This is how you can create more furniture. If you don't want to quest or get remarkable chests, you can buy them this way. This is what I've been doing for the past few months. As you can see, I've pretty much bought out all the furnishings that we have, and I just have sets left. I have a few of these, but I like buying them all at once. So I like saving them up. You know, maybe I need a realm treasure or something one week, so it's just nice to have this realm currency to sit on. This is where you actually can buy the other realms. So this is the Sumeru one, this is the Fontaine, and then this is the Natlan one. There are other options in here. I think these are games. I bought some of these teleport waypoints. So if anyone visits my teapot and the weekly cubby I think that's his name, isn't there, then they can teleport to any place on my teapot and pretty much find him again. There are a lot of things in here I'm not really knowledgeable on because I haven't really decorated my teapot yet, so as time progresses, we can figure that out together. There's also gardening. This is something I actually really need to do, but I'm going to wait until the next video or later to kind of get into that and figure this out. But I know that we can get a lot of materials. I know we can pretty much grow our own garden. Yeah, this is silk flowers, glazed lilies, this item. So I think it's probably a really good way to passively get materials like flowers. And then this is wood. You can buy wood. I don't know if I recommend it because wood is so easy to get, but I've bought wood a lot, so you can do whatever you want to. So now that we've gone over all of this, you're probably wondering, well, how do I max out my trust rank the fastest? The answer to that is through creating. So I actually have already done this the other day. I've been trying to create furniture every day since I bought out most of it. So we're going to obtain this. So we're going to create. Before we get into that, we'll talk about the fabric. So this is where we get the can create fabric. This creates 10 for 1. Let's just do 11 of these. Yeah, we have 110. And for the red dye, we have a lot of different options to choose from. If you need red dye, probably choose your most material that you have the most of. You have so many berries. And it looks like, yeah, my mint is probably the best option for this one. But yeah, this is how you create your materials. When you're wanting to level up your teapot fast, you're going to go to only displayed uncreated furnishings, because if you can see, everything on this first page has no adeptal energy attached to it. So like I was saying, if you want to really design your teapot, I recommend you wait till you get trust rank 10, because you won't get that extra adeptal energy when you create furnishings, and it just makes your teapot journey a bit longer. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but the most efficient and fastest way is to click on the filter here, click only display uncreated furnishings. Now, when I first did this, it actually took me a long time because I had no materials, and I think I wasn't using expeditions. I wasn't doing anything, and honestly, I found ore farming really not fun. So we have blue, we have purple, and we have green items for the teapot. You want to aim for your purple items because if you see on all of these, they have the teapot icon. That means that when you first create it, it's going to give you trust rank EXP. Here, we can do this. I think it's pretty similar. It's just like this has ore, this one has fabric. It's pretty much like pretty similar materials, or maybe a little bit more materials, but you're going to get 90. And the reason you want to aim for the bigger ones is because you are limited to how much you can create at one time. So if you're not buying your adaptable speed, then you're going to be waiting hours for your creations to happen. So we're going to plug in a few of these materials. And yeah, you really want to shoot for the 4 stars. As you can see, I don't have enough materials for this one, so we're going here. And once you're at trust rank 10, you can do whatever method you want, but as you're farming, you really want these purple ones because they give you the most EXP. So instead of, let's say we had 10 30s, that would give us 300 trust rank EXP, this gives us 900. So the reason we want to do this is we can obtain all. So we can get them all now, or we can wait 15 hours. So when you're at a certain level, when your creation queue goes up, you can create more and more and more. So I think it's really important. I think when you first start off, you can only create 6 at a time. So it is a little bit different, but when you are first leveling up, you want to constantly be creating furniture to get up your trust rank. When you're at max level like I am, you can pretty much make 20 a day. So that's really nice. And if you're wanting to create a lot of furnishings at one time, you could just buy 10 a day and then just start doing a bunch in one day. So we're going to obtain all, and we got some back depending on who had their specialties, but yeah, we got all that furniture. We still have the filter on, so we can just click it again. It refreshes and brings us the new undisplayed. Because we're trust rank 10, it doesn't really matter for me, so I'm just putting whatever. I usually come like the next day when it's all done. But yeah, now we have this much time. There is only one other way to get this faster and you're out of adeptal speed, is if someone comes in your teapot and speeds it up. As you can see, my account is offline, just to show you how it works when you let your account on direct join. You can click request to visit Sarah and Teapot and it goes immediately there, even though I'm offline. So it's really nice if your friends need to buy things from your teapot. So what you do is you come to Tubby, and when you're in a guest world, you only get one option. And just click this, and it helped out my teapot. I think we're close to 16 hours, so we're gonna go check Tubby, go to create furnishings, and click here. It dropped off like that's a substantial amount of time that it improved. Also, a little disclaimer, please do not ask your friends for their accounts. This is only a friend's account that trusts me and I've known for years. I don't recommend going on your friends' accounts or having friends go on your accounts, especially if you do not know them. I recommend just asking your friends to go to your teapot to speed them up, or joining the genshin Discord server and asking someone in the co-op chat to add you and speed up your furnishings that way. Please do not be irresponsible on accounts. Please be aware of that. Please be careful, because I've seen on social media that there are some issues with people who trust people with their accounts. So to further alleviate that, please only access and have someone on your account who you fully trust. I'm at the point where I'm going to start a new teapot, and that's super exciting. And I hope that this little tips and tricks helped you out a bit. And especially with the interactive map, I think that's super crucial to furnishings. I don't think there's a way to track them. Let's just double check. I could be wrong. We can click here. Yeah, it only tells you what regions that they're in. Found in the wild, and you can convert wood. Before I started utilizing the interactive map, I would convert a lot of wood or buy wood, but since I've utilized that tool, I feel like I can just go out in the world and explore a little bit and grab some wood, and it's super simple, especially with the device that we have. Just to bring it all together, you want to make sure that you're doing your daily expeditions, collecting silk flowers, just random materials along your road as you're exploring, or just going through your daily commissions or daily grind. There are a ton of materials out, especially the ones that we have for dyes that you can just naturally collect. The interactive map should help you find a lot of ore. And remember that if you treat your first world, so this is my first teapot world, as a farming one, you will go through your trust rank a lot faster. Please don't try to duplicate items until you have trust rank 10. try to shoot for the purple ones because they give you the most teapot EXP for first time creations, and I believe that you will be able to allow your teapot to grow pretty fast. I think I was farming a lot of ore, if I remember, because I didn't really have a lot, and now since it's been a while since I've actually been creating furnishings, like a lot, I have had a lot of ore to come into my inventory. I'm just showing you the ore that I have now. This is really passively, these two. I have not farmed 5,000 ore. That would be a little bit crazy for me to do. I know in the beginning it was pretty hard for me, so hopefully the tips that I gave will help you with your teapot. Thank you for watching, and I truly hoped this helped a bit. If you have any questions, any at all, please put them in the comments, and hopefully I can answer them to the best of my ability. So, have a good night or good morning wherever you are. Bye.